Hey guys, welcome back to the Pausing Porn podcast. I'm Mark, and today's episode is a special one. It's the 25th episode of the show. Instead of diving into triggers, relapse, or recovery strategies like I usually do, I want to take a step back and recenter today. I want to share who this podcast is really for, where it's heading, and what I've been building behind the scenes for you guys. So let's get into it. When I first started this podcast back in June, I didn't have some big company or production team behind me. It was just me, sitting in my office, wanting to create the kind of recovery content and support that I wish I had heard when I was struggling for years. I wanted it to be honest, practical, and something that felt real for you guys. Podcasting was brand new to me, so I knew the quality wouldn't be perfect, but that didn't matter. I wanted to be there for you. I'm just someone who feels passionate about helping other men with their struggle with porn because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to fail over and over and over and over again and feel like you're stepping back rather than forward. I know how it feels to feel completely hopeless. And I also know how you guys feel when you look out into the world and you look for some beacon of hope, but everyone else seems to be just as stuck as you are. So this podcast is for guys like I was. Men who want to take back control of their lives, who are tired of porn holding all the power, and are looking to get extra support in their journey. It's for the men who feel stuck, shameful, and alone, but are still looking to gain a life free from porn despite their setbacks. If you're listening to this right now and this sounds like you, maybe you've been stuck for years, or you try to quit more times than you can even count. I just want to say that you're in the right place. You're not broken, you are not alone, and I will be around each step of the way of your journey, no matter which stage you guys are in. Since June, this show has grown every single week, and that's because of you guys. Whether this is the first episode you're listening to, or you've listened to all of the 24 past episodes, I just want to say that every single play, every message I get, every review that I see, it means a lot more than you realize. Because I don't make this podcast for myself. I make it to reach as many people as possible, to support as many people as possible. And it motivates me every time I see it connect with more of you. I know a lot of you feel alone in this. I used to feel the exact same way as well. But let me put something in perspective. I've been reading through a lot of research on problematic porn use, and the estimates are huge. Most studies estimate that around 10% of men struggle with it. 10%. That's 1 in 10. So if you're listening right now and think you're the only one going through this, you're not. There are tens of millions of men around the world in the exact same battle. I just want to say that you're far from alone. I took last week off, but the weekly episodes will continue to support you guys. And while that's been going on, Nathan and I have been working on something new. So we're going to be releasing a free, practical guide to help you build a life free from porn. It's written with the same shame-free approach that you hear every single week on the show, but inside it, we've pulled together the lessons that really helped us when nothing else was working, like the core elements of our recovery journey. Because just like the podcast, we created the guide with the idea in mind of if we were still in a recovery journey, what is exactly that we would need to make some serious progress. We just wanted to keep it very practical. The core elements, because it is the kind of resource that we both would have needed to hear years ago. I can only imagine when we started our recovery, if we had this practical guide to read at the very start and take it, learn from it, and put it into use, how much different and probably easier our recovery journeys would have been. So we will announce it when it does drop. It should be pretty soon. We're just editing it now. And when it does drop, we'll also put the link in the episode description when it's live. I really encourage you guys to grab a copy because it's free and I think it's going to really help you guys out. So grab it when it comes out. After the guide, the next step we're looking to do is build a real recovery community. Right now, it's still in the planning stage. We haven't chose the platform yet. But one thing we're sure of is how powerful connection is. For years, like I've mentioned, I tried to do recovery all alone. Like I would tell myself that I'm going to find a way to quit without telling anyone about it. And once I do quit, I'll just take it to the grave like it never happened. And like I said before, that isolation, it kept me stuck because I learned that connection and support and community is not something that's optional. It is the foundation of real change. It's kind of funny because how I used to think of things that I would take it to the grave and never talk about it. But now every single week, I sit here talking openly about my experiences, something I promised myself that I would never do. That's how much things can change when you stop hiding. Nathan and I actually met through a recovery community. I think I mentioned that before. Where we met, it helped for sure. But there were parts in that recovery community that felt off. Like it was too surface level. There's people that weren't committed to actually real change. There's people that kept unhelpful strategies and would really preach those, but they never actually helped anyone, didn't even help themselves, right? Like there's a lot of recovery communities out there, but a lot of them just aren't built with real struggles of recovery in mind, and they're not practical and they don't help people grow together. That experience, it stuck with both of us. We realized that huge gap. So our goal is to create the kind of space that we both wish existed, like a safe community, a practical community, something that's shame-free, a place where you guys can ask honest questions to each other, to us, share your story without any fear, and grow alongside everyone else that's in the community who will be people that truly get it. That's where the idea for this new community came from. It's both science and our own experience, because the opposite of addiction, it really is connection. And we want to make that connection easy and accessible for you guys. So for the community, we're aiming to launch it sometime in the new year. It still is early, of course, but I want to let you guys know now because it's a huge part of what's coming next for the Pausing Porn podcast. And looking further ahead, the bigger vision to bring everything together is we're looking to release a dedicated recovery app. Our goal is to build the best porn recovery app in the world, a place that combines everything into one space: education, progress tracking, community, real-time support, like everything you can think of, we want to put all together into one app. Probably just like you guys, Nathan and I have both tried well-known recovery apps that are out there. And while these apps have good intentions for sure, all of them fell short of what's really needed for people. I see some apps out there that gamify recovery, like the Duolingos of porn addiction recovery. Then there's others that just track streaks and may offer some small community feature. But there's none that bring like a full supportive system out there that can actually really help you build a new life. Obviously, at the end of the day, it comes down to the person. There's no app that's going to do it for you. But it's just when we take a look on what's out there, every app has shortcomings. This isn't going to be something that's released in the next few months. It's far away, probably years away in the making. But this is another thing I just want to be upfront about. This is where we are heading. This is not a short-term podcast to get out 30 episodes and you never hear from us again. Like, that's not it. We are committed because we went through the journey. We know how it feels and the damage that porn can have on your life. And that's why we're committed and we want to support every single one of you guys. The long-term goal is to create the most complete recovery ecosystem possible. One that will support someone from day one all the way to building the life that they want afterwards. Here's how you can help shape what's next to come. If this podcast has helped you at all, the last 25 episodes, please give it a follow on Spotify or Apple, or if you're listening on YouTube, give it a subscribe. This is so you don't miss any new episodes, and it also helps grow the podcast. I also want to mention, if you've felt that the podcast has helped you, Please leave a review because it helps the podcast reach other men who are struggling with porn. And it also shows me that the podcast has helped you. And that's the real reason I'm making this. I want to help as many people in their journey recover from porn. And when the free guide drops, please give it a download. Use it. Share it with someone that's struggling. There's going to be great information in that, and I don't want you guys to miss out. We're just in the start of things now with weekly episodes on the podcast, the guide that's going to be coming out, the community in the new year, and one day in the future, the app will be released. And this is all built to help men just like you gain a life free from porn. I just want to remind you, it's not a short-term project for me or Nathan. This is a long-term passion. I want to formally thank you guys for being here in the early days of the Pausing Porn podcast. I truly appreciate you guys more than you even know. So thank you for tuning in today, and I'll see you in the next week. Bye for now.